Um, of course, when I first hear from my manager ask me, so there's this Disney Mulan, do you want to audition for? I'd heard that so many people were auditioned, and so I asked myself that if I wanted to go, what I can bring, because I know obviously this is a role that everyone wants to play because it's just so meaningful, as a woman or as a human being to really be that brave and loving and accept her imperfectness to become who she really want to be. And I really asked myself a lot of questions because I know the audition process, it is hard because you need to go into a room and continuously run a few scenes that spread in different sections of the script. Am I using the right words?
Oh yeah, you're doing great.
So then, it's in the other side, I'm super excited and nervous, but in another side, I wanted to bring the best me. So I needed to really, get through, meditate and do things and just calm myself and then working and meet this beautiful director and just do my auditions. Yeah.
And I think I heard, I don't know if it was your first audition, you were really jet lagged.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah, wow.
Yeah, try to persuade myself I don't have jet lag. That worked. Yeah. And coffee too. Yeah.
And did I hear you saw over 1,000 actresses for this role?
Yeah, we did. We did a worldwide search, and we did a really deep search in China, because I think a lot of us in the casting process had this really romantic dream that we might find Mulan in a little village in China. We found honestly beautiful actresses, but when it really came down to it, we didn't feel that we had found Mulan, So we started again, and we went back to China. This is a year after we'd started. We went back and we went through the lists of everybody that wasn't available the first time around, and Yifei was one of the people on that list, and she agreed to come audition come to Los Angeles, and she was so terrifyingly good as an actor, but also really strong, super strong. The audition was very demanding, and then so on top of her jet lag and the 2 hours in the dramatic audition with me, she had to go to a physical audition with a trainer, because I was determined to have a young woman in this role that could understand and commit to the physical nature of the work. And so she hadn't slept, she'd flown for 14 hours, she hadn't slept all night. It's like 5 o'clock the next day, and she's in the gym with a trainer who's pushed her to her limits, and she never stopped. She never asked for a break. She did everything that was asked of her, and I knew then that we'd found our Mulan, and that I'd found a partner and a collaborator, and really genuinely a warrior.
And I mean, I've obviously heard of dance calls, but I've never heard of a physical audition. What sort of things did you have to do?
So when I actually heard, that was after maybe 2 hours later, right, after audition. And then I'm relieved kind of, because I think I did okay job. And then Niki said, so we're gonna send you to this physical trainer to see, this is a gym there. And then I'm like, okay, kind of relieved. I'm on my next step.
Sure.
So that means something, And then I remember that the trainer, his name is Boya, he's super professional. So whenever I do push-ups and squat and weights and different kind of cardios, whenever I finish one part, he's going this notebook this thick, and then writing something. So that part is something. And then after like 90 minutes, I couldn't walk. I think it's more intense than the actual training process. It really tests your limits. But it was fun, something to remember. Yeah.
I mean, you've done movies that featured heavy martial arts before, but the training for this must have been like unlike anything else.
Yeah, for me, every movie is the brand new, like totally new to me. I've did act on some movies that has martial art element, but obviously I'm not a professional. But I'm so glad that I have this long time to prepare.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and you know that some of the flexibility helped me. Yeah.
I mean, how long did you spend training, and what sort of things did you learn?
In New Zealand pre-production.
Oh wow.
Yeah. Was that the question?
How long?
Yeah, how long for this movie was 3.5 months.
Wow.
Yeah.
Is it like, do they have a day where they're like, you know, today's the day you learn to flip over backwards on a horse?
Yeah, I did. I think they're so specific that, you know, if you ask me what kind of training I will do, I will pick the exactly same. I even learned Tai Chi and some Qigong like movements, because Mulan, her Qi is, I understand her Qi as her connection of her spirit and her, not the ego, but the true self. So I really agree to train this way.
Yeah.
Happy, yeah.
Do you still practice it? Or?
No.
Yeah. I don't blame you, believe me.
Okay.
In addition to the wonderful women on screen, and I love the addition of the Gong Li character in this movie. Your whole cast is really fantastic. I mean, I could talk about every single one. We just don't have the time.